Ghosties and listeners, welcome to Shuuden Station. It's time for more Toku Tuesday.
Yay!
Here are your hosts, Denko-san and...
Ruriko! So, this week, unfortunately, we have bad news. We are only going to be reviewing Fuuto Tantei because there does not seem to be decent subs for Geats this week. We don't know what's going on, so we decided that we would wait and see what's going on with the sub situation there, and probably just do a batch of it once there's more episodes with subs, instead of having to constantly do double feature.
Yeah, there are some subs out right now, but they're not the same group we were following, so we don't know if there are gonna be any changes in terminology.
Yeah.
And also, we kind of just wanna be certain that it's gonna be a group that we can rely on to base our stories on that. This is the problem when you don't have official subs. Sadly. But you know, that's not for us to address, so...
Yes.
Yeah, there will be no guests this week. And Ruriko-chan cries from joy by having to do less.
Yeah, but I do want to say, this is the moment to go, Toei, please, can we have Simulcast already? Like, we do it for anime, let's standardize it for tokusatsu as well. You have the fan base, come on.
I had received a message from the Toei executives. It says, what is Simulcast?
That's not about right.
So, this wonderful episode, thank you for the Philip cross-dressing content, thank you. I liked everyone to be reminded that Philip canonically is the prettiest girl in the show, so
yes.
Thank you for this food, I am very pleased.
As usual, our resident fellow simp has been eating well. I'm glad for you, Denko.
To be fair, I am not the only simp in this episode. Because Shotaro's first assumption was, look, I understand it looks bad, but my waifu is pure. My waifu did not do anything, and I want you to realize that. And Philip was like, yes, Shotaro, she loves you. I'm sure that she loves you. And then he became his waifu. You see, it's all a circle. Mm-hmm. It's all related to the wedding ring they're releasing. Yes, actual marriage. Look it up.
Yes, here's a picture of it. I gotta admit, when I saw it, I was like, okay, it looks pretty good, but one side looks less pretty than the other. They should have put some jewels on the Joker one. It looks so bland.
Yeah, it does look a bit like lame, but I like the thought of it, you know? The effort of making a W wedding ring. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Talking about like marriage, it's not... Okay, we're gonna walk to Geats for a second, but they have announced some very nice shirts. Yes. And I feel so vindicated, because one of them that they released with Geats is a Kabuto one. And who was the one saying episode 1 that it was Kabuto? Us! We are vindicated.
Yes, we are.
Also, it looks sick as fuck. I really want that shirt.
Yeah, those are really good shirts. I hope that Team Kamen Rider can put out these on Amazon for, you know, Western-sized releases too.
As one can say, chunky. But yes, back to the episode. Philip is the cutest. How we already said that? Do we need to repeat it? Philip cute?
You can say it as many times as you want. Feel free to.
Denko saying Philip is cute compilation, 3 hours.
As long as there's also a compilation of me going, Shotaro is cute. Look at him.
Don't worry. I'm sure when we begin streaming, there will be a lot of compilations of us just simping about character.
Yeah. I'm sure there will be a lot of that.
Yes. So. Okay, back to the actual episode.
Yeah.
You can tell that I don't have the pressure of having to do 2 episodes reviews by the fact that I'm already rambling this much. I was controlling my power level before.
We're free!
So yeah, the mystery.
Yes.
Well, I did not think about like multiple people using the same memory.
Yeah.
I do think it's a very clever answer for the mystery. I do really like it. I think it's very interesting. Yeah. And the fact that it's a memory is so powerful that it kills you by not being compatible, that's new. And I really think that not only works with the theme of alcohol,
Yeah.
but it also really works with the drug analogy. Time to put our favorite gifts. Stop it, get some help.
Yes.
And the fact that I can kill you just more it just enhances it.
Yeah.
And of course, Kay was not the best person, was she?
No, she really wasn't. But that's the thing, though, is that the worst sides of you get exacerbated when you are drunk.
Yes. And she was drunk a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, like, all of them had issues. Like, even though Kanna didn't actually do anything, even when she did transform, if things had continued, we may have well seen everyone at least commit one. I mean, I know that they said in the end it ended up being that no murders were actually made because everyone just died from the backlash of using the Gaia memory, but still.
I mean, I will say that stabbing somebody with a giant branch is at least intent, Like, maybe she couldn't have it saved, but after that, I can tell you she definitely can't.
Well, I mean, they said she was already dead before the stab, so, yeah.
I know, but like,
Yeah.
at least that has the killing intent.
Yeah,
Like, that
agreed.
was definitely kind of sus, one could say.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the other important part of this episode.
Yes.
That Tokime finally saw Accel bike. the true thing we needed to learn here.
Yes.
That Accel is a bike.
Yes.
And like, it was so well animated, and I love her expression when she found out. She was like, gaspu.
Yes. Just straight out of an old shoujo manga.
Yes. And of course, the spare is waiting for you at the finishing line.
Seriously cool line. I could feel that they really wanted to drop that line as soon as they could. Because I do feel like using it on the random Mooks who aren't really characters to begin with,
They are anime people, dude.
yeah. I mean, it just kind of felt a little bit like, we know you wanted to hear it here. Here, have it. That's it. Like, I'm sure we'll use it again on a more dramatic moment, but I do feel like they wanted to drop it as soon as they could. Because of the fans waiting.
Like, I understand the impulse, because I really want to hear it. And
Yeah.
Teiseyu nailed it. Like, he really nailed it,
Yeah.
the line. But I just say, it would have been better if it was used towards someone actually meaningful, somebody
Yeah.
that is actually a person.
Yeah, like the Dopant he fights after he says that.
Yes, I want to talk about this, okay?
Yes.
Like, I know it's a prevalent thing in this show that is extremely horny, but... Like, why does the Dopan get jiggle? Why does the Dopan have jiggle 6? I don't get it. Why? Like, who wants to fuck the Scream Monster? Please explain to me who.
You've been on the internet for a long time. You know exactly why and who would.
No, Kuberman, control yourself. I just feel that this is like something where I just like, who could do this? And then like in Scooby-Doo fashion,
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove the mask and it's gonna be Hoyo right in front of you.
The boobs are not big enough for that.
Because he hasn't drawn it yet.
Ah, of course.
And then I removed the Raita mask and behind that just the meme of the Kummerman.
It's his true form.
But yeah, the other horny scene that kind of like stood out to me was when Philip was like,
Inspecting
went to the
Kay.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he grabbed Kay's corpse and he was inspecting it.
Yeah, and
And
he
he
lifts it
said,
up and looks close.
fascinated!
Like, what?
I'm pretty sure that I say at that moment, yes, boobs are truly fascinating.
Yes, they are. They are also not. They can be described in many ways besides fascinating, but fascinating is certainly a word for it.
They're full of hopes and dreams.
Yes, and this is your reminder again that both of us appreciate women, because we are women too.
Yes,
But also we are
as well.
bi.
Kind of a weird moment to confess us, but yes.
Yes.
So yes, indeed, they are extremely fascinating.
Yes.
Just like Philip is in a dress. Anyway, going on. Hello. this is Denko back after we had to cut because my dear best friend here had cat aggro in real life. And thus had to stop the recording. So yes, we are back.
Yes. So, Trial Accel. I'm glad to see it. Like, we didn't expect him to drop both Accel and a form change immediately, but yo!
Yeah, like it wasn't the opening, so we knew it was happening eventually. But first, proper fight, we get it? Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the fight with the Scream Japan, I think it's the Scream Japan, is really good.
Yes.
I'm really hyped so far. Honestly, I look forward to seeing more of it next episode. I'm glad that they didn't just rush it one in one episode. I was kind of worried because honestly, the fight animation in this anime is just beautiful. And as somebody that, you know, watched the Toku, I like how they pay attention to every tiny detail.
Agreed. I really like how they animated the, like, her like, noise attacks and the way it made, like, the sound alone was putting pressure on you and stuff like that. Like, that was so cool. It was really well animated.
Yeah. I really like the way they animate the fights, and the way that they make her power feel really oppressive was really nice. And again, so I only needed to move faster than the speed of light, as one does.
Sound.
Well, yeah.
Speed of sound. Yeah.
Yes. Speed of sound. I do like that One Punch Man character. Scenic.
Yes.
Anyway, before we make our final guess on who is the final boss on this arc, let you remind ourselves that Mooks aren't people, as it have been confirmed by Kamen Rider. Thank you.
Yes.
This was your published service announcement.
So we chased down to the source of the original owner of the alcohol Gaia memory.
The original alcoholic, you may.
Yeah. I never thought that the original alcoholic would exist randomly in Japan in the modern age and not, you know, a bajillion years ago.
I mean, this does confirm that sake must be pretty good.
True. Now, so they get in, they bust into the room, and we get a convenient blinding light blocking the sight of whoever's in there. Who's the real culprit? We'll find out next week. But for now, let's have Denko explain her ideas.
Yes, okay, mine is not very complicated, but I think it's probably Tegrama. And my theory is mostly that the obvious red herrings were all the, the girls, the possible fiancés. Those were the obvious red herrings. So I was like, those cannot be the actual culprits because it will be too obvious and too boring. And because we know that somebody has to be behind this and organizing it, to me it makes sense that it will be Tegrama.
Yeah.
So that's my guess.
I'm kind of running on, like, no real hint, so I just am going to go, yeah, you sound about right. Because also, we do know, based on last week, that all the girls were collected and picked out by both the grandma and Banto helping. I mean, they call him something else. He's using a different name, a fake name, but, you know. I don't even remember what his fake name was. I don't really care. It's Banto. So, we have both someone who's Denko thinks is the culprit, and someone who's connected to all the Gaia memory nonsense that's going on at this point. Yeah. So, who could have, put the connectors on everybody? Bando?
Yeah, but then again, Bando is kind of like above this, you know? That's the thing. Bando is the final boss. He does feel like he will be above everything. Like, this seems a bit of a petty squabble in comparison to his evil plans of making Fuuto alter.
I guess, but, like, he's the only one here that we know is definitely connected to all that. And the girls showed up only a few days prior, and then they got snowed in. I don't think that Vando would have come with somebody else and then sent them off after they did the things before, when the girls weren't aware of it. Like, I think everything that's why things are happening is still here.
It will make sense. We have to find out.
Yes. But now for jokes.
Yes. I actually kind of like the gag because even though it was the same like punchline, like do not ask me question, I do think that the wait idea was more inventive at least. And
Yeah.
it is like a joke, the fact that Terui can actually make way better coffee than Shotaro could ever dream of.
Yes. Like, the thing about it is that, unlike the prior times they relied on the Terry joke, this time it was a little more length, stretched out, so that you're like, okay, what's the gag that's gonna come? Are they gonna be obvious, or are they gonna do something different? And then it ends up being the expected gag, but because you're waiting and expecting, it ends up being a little more effective because you were waiting for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's actually legitimate advice to make coffee, so
yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, I think that's about it. To reiterate, we are not dropping Geats. We are only waiting for more episodes to drop until we decide which soup we're gonna be going with, because no simulcast. Toei, fix it.
Yeah. Please. But we'll probably do a batch video once we can see the state of things. So look forward to that in the future.
Yes,
hopefully.
I also look forward to other videos we may make about stuff we're watching, like maybe a show about orphans that are eaten blood, I don't know.
Maybe. Like, we both have ideas for videos we want to make. So it isn't gonna be just Toku Tuesday forever.
Yes. We are also looking into streaming more than we were looking before. We are getting more ready, so look forward to that as well.
But that's all the time we have for you today. It is time to sign off. This has been Shuuden Station. Your hosts, Ruriko and
Denko!
signing off!
Bye bye! Thanks for watching!
See you next time!
Mata ne!